Good morning, and we're going to start today talking about isotopes and isotope numbers and isotope notation. This is a continuation of what we did yesterday, where we were talking about atomic numbers and atomic masses. So what we were going to do is we're going to start with this worksheet right here, where you're determining the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons of different isotopes. And what you have here is isotope notation. So you can see you have a hydrogen and then you have a completely different hydrogen below it. We're going to do number one first. So hydrogen, as you can see over here on our periodic table, is atomic number of 1. And remember, the atomic number is equal to the number of protons. And unless I've told you otherwise, the number of protons and the number of electrons is always going to be the same. So I can put a 1 right there as well. To figure out my number of neutrons, which is going to go right here, I need to take my mass number, which is that number that's right up there in that notation, and I need to subtract my atomic number, and that will give me my number of neutrons. So 1 minus 1 means that this atom has 0 neutrons. Now we're going to try that again for this second isotope of hydrogen. So it's hydrogen again, so that means that it has 1 proton still and 1 electron still, but we have a mass number of 3. So we're going to do 3 minus that 1 will give us our neutron number, which this time our neutron number is 2. So there's 8 more of those problems for you to try on that page, and we're going to move on to trying something else. On this section, what you're going to do is you're going to be looking at different atoms and looking at their nucleuses to see if they are different isotopes of the same element or if they're atoms of different elements altogether. So for this first one, if we look at the nucleus right here, okay, it says that it has 8 protons and 8 neutrons. So an atom with 8 protons means it's going to be oxygen. So I'm going to write its chemical symbol right here, oxygen. If it has 8 protons and 8 neutrons, its mass number is going to be 16. The mass number always goes up on top. Let me just fix that so that it looks like a 6. There we go. And its atomic number will go on the bottom, and that's its number of protons. So on the bottom, we'll write 8. Now this atom over here has 9 protons and 10 neutrons. So 9 protons means that it is fluorine. So I'm going to put an F here. That F means that these are not isotopes of the same element, because I have an O and I have an F. So I'm going to circle right here that these are atoms of different elements. Now I have to finish my notation here. So that means that my mass number is going to be 9 plus 10. So I have 19. And my atomic number, which is going to go at the bottom, is 9. So you have a few more of those to try, and then we're going to go over one more worksheet. Now this is the opposite of the very first thing that we did. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons and use that to write its chemical symbol with its mass number and its atomic number. Remember, the number of protons is the same as the atomic number. So we're going to look over here, number 1. Hey, that's hydrogen again. So we'll write our big H. It has a atomic number of 1, and the atomic number goes on the bottom. And we take the number of protons, we add it to the number of neutrons, and that gives us our mass number. So 1 plus 0 gives us a mass number of 1. For this, we can just kind of ignore the electrons because they don't come into play for this part. Let's try another one. So we've got proton number of 1 again. So we're going to do another hydrogen. And we've got the same atomic number, so 1 down on the bottom. And this time we've got 1 plus 1 equals 2. Okay, so this one was 1, this one is 2. So up on top, I'm going to put my mass number of 2. All right, so that's what we've got. I want you to give those all a shot. You've also got a Ed puzzle to do today. So you've got 4 different worksheets to do, one on your history of atoms. You can use your timeline, and you can go back and watch your Ed puzzle about the timeline to help you with that. And you've got these 4 worksheets to do. I hope you can get through it, and I will see you on Wednesday.